Hi guys! It just wouldn't be a normal day, would it, if someone wasn't accused of being transphobic. And today is Jonathan Ross's turn. Social media is breaking this story that Jonathan Ross has been accused of being transphobic because he has publicly supported Graham Linehan. Graham Linehan, as you may know, is the co-creator and co-writer of Father Ted. He's also written loads of other sitcoms and created lots of comedy shows, which I'm sure you've all watched. And he's also quite vocally against the transgender movement. So, in a tweet to Graham Linehan, Jonathan Ross said, "I struggle to understand the opinions of intelligent men I previously admired, John Ronson and Billy Bragg, that strike me as tragically ill-informed and depressingly self-aggrandizing. I know you are paying a heavy price for this, G being Graham Linehan, but I admire and applaud you." Now let's be honest here, at no point in his tweet, unless there's tweets I haven't read, or there's some sort of interview with Jonathan Ross that I haven't read, and that's possible, but at no point has he actually said, "I am against transgenders and the transgender movement." And yet he is receiving the customary barrage of abuse you would expect. So let's have a little bit of a look at that, shall we? The social justice paladin says, "I really didn't expect at Wassy to be a transphobic bigot, but these are the times we live in." Catherine Strickson said, "Nice of Jonathan Ross to out himself as transphobic, so I can make this site a nicer place to visit by blocking everyone licking his boots." Kate Carew said, "Oh, here we are then, another man agreeing with vile transphobia. I'm so done with this nonsense. Stop treating Graham like he's doing something good for women. He isn't. He's an embarrassment. Now Jonathan Ross is one too. But I guess he has been since that phone call, right?" Blah, blah, blah. My problem here is that I don't think Jonathan Ross has said anything necessarily against transgenders or the transgender community. And if you have a friend who has an opinion that's strong and not necessarily in line with the current political discourse, and you support them, does that mean you agree with their opinion, or you're just supporting your friend because he or she is your friend, and that's what friends sometimes do? Also, do people deserve to be bullied because they have an opinion? That's what I don't get. I really struggle with this whole side of social media where someone has an opinion I don't agree with, therefore let me bully them. But some people get really bullied, like they get death threats and they get, weird stuff sent to them in the post and all this kind of nonsense. And I think just because they had an opinion, you are entitled to your opinion, and I don't believe you should be bullied for it. And the irony is, a lot of people in the transgender community have probably been bullied because they are transgender, and yet they respond to others who are against them by bullying them back, which I just don't understand. Because, as is often quoted, two wrongs don't make a right. If you return evil for evil, you won't get goodness in return. It doesn't make sense. And I'm a Christian, and I have Christian opinions based on what I've read in the Bible, and I face a lot of criticism and some bullying online for that, and I just don't get it. I think, well, I'm not going to change what I believe simply because you're a bully. It doesn't make sense. And I'm not going to start not believing what the Bible says just because you say, Christianity is a fairy tale and God doesn't exist. It makes no difference to me, and I'm not going to change what I think. So I think, is Jonathan Ross transphobic? Probably not. He's probably not transphobic. He's probably not, kind of lurking around the corner to throw petrol bombs at, the nearest transgender stroke gay club he can find. I think it's just a storm in a teacup, and he should probably be left alone, because he has an opinion, I have an opinion, you have an opinion, and we don't need to round on people purely because they have opinions we don't agree with. But that's my opinion, ironically, and maybe you don't agree. Bye!